Hello there. While EU and UK politicians cast about for ideas to remain relevant, Donald Trump's team is meeting with representatives from Russia in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, to thrash out a deal to stop the Ukraine war. And the sooner our lefty, woke, wet EU and UK politicians realise that Joe Biden, that president in pretense, was a useless waste of political oxygen and that Donald Trump is the way ahead, the better. In short, Donald Trump's Ukraine plan is working. The right people are getting around the negotiating table, with the FT reporting that after a meeting of over 4 hours, Russia and the US have agreed to lay the groundwork for future cooperation, increased ties, and an end to the Ukraine war. Although President Zelensky of Ukraine has postponed his visit to Saudi Arabia after claiming he was being sidelined. Does he really want the current carnage to continue without the true support he needs from the West to get the job done? And we should not be listening to all those lefty, wet, woke European politicians who did nothing when Russia took Crimea in 2014, but who are now trying to derail Trump's plan, a plan that seems to me to be the only way to achieve peace out there. You'd think they wanted the war to continue and possibly spread, wouldn't you? And to all those bleating about forcing Ukraine to give up territory, that started in 2014 when Barack Obama was in the White House and let Russia take Crimea from Ukraine with hardly a murmur, well before Trump got any power in politics. And now in the UK we have the leader of the Lib Dems, Ed Davey, spouting this on X about Keir Starmer's plan to put troops on the ground in Ukraine. In principle, there should be a vote in Parliament when troops are deployed. I'm confident all sides of the House are likely to agree with the Prime Minister, apart from those Trump bootlickers in Reform. Funny old thing though, the Russian Foreign Ministry is dead set against European peacekeepers in Ukraine. And irrelevant Davey completely fails to acknowledge that there will be no circumstances in which Parliament would vote to put troops into Ukraine unless a Ukraine-Russia peace accord had already been agreed, allowing it. And as I said, all indicators point to Donald Trump being the only person who can achieve such an accord. So those like Ed Davey, without realising it, are relying on Donald Trump to succeed, so as to give them the opportunity to vote on putting peacekeeping troops into Ukraine. And what gets me is that if Trump does win the peace in Ukraine, how many of our European politicians would back him for a Nobel Peace Prize? None, because they'll all be trying to claim it was them that did it.